300 feet. Looking at my 4 flight, could be following that quite a bit over the next 6 months or so. So my goal, my 372 remaining hours between work on base and flying the helicopter and flying general aviation, I want to get 372 hours by June. That's my goal. That's a little aggressive, 12 hours a week of doing that. But I think I can make it work. It's the cost that's going to kill me faster. I also need to get my instrument and my multi-engine certificate. So, been hearing some chatter on one of the Facebook groups I follow about a group out in South Dakota that can do a multi-engine certificate. They got a GPE on site, so it's really just you come in, learn how to do it, fly it, and then as soon as you're ready for your check ride, handle it all. And they have a program that'll do it in just like a week or a week and a half or something like that. So, going to be checking that out. Yeah, probably going to do a little bit of talking to myself here, so I do apologize if I say anything obscene or crazy. And if there's any questions you guys have that I can answer in any of the following videos, assuming that this works, then I can definitely see what I can do about answering some of those.
1727, SoCal departure radar contact, climb maintain 14,000.
As you guys just heard, so I wasn't...
1727, turn right heading 350, vectors climb.
I was not at that point talking to SoCal Approach. I did have them tuned up, and then he made a call that directly referenced me. He said, hey, aircraft directly over the Rose Bowl. I think I just let you guys know that I was over the Rose Bowl. And then 4,000 feet. I said,
1727, let me know when you got a minute.
Type unknown, so he was not familiar with either the AA1 thing, or it wasn't broadcasting for whatever reason. So as a courtesy to kind of let him know so that he doesn't think that I'm sitting here trying to just do laps or anything, I have several aircraft. I got Burbank out my right, Whitehall. It's just something that's it's helpful for them to know what I'm planning. If I'm intending to come and land there, if I'm going to get in somebody else's way, he can start kind of plot my course for me. So I just checked in with him, said, hey, I am at 4,000 feet, going to be transitioning out of the base and headed northbound here, so he could just let the other traffic coming in know. It's like, hey, okay, he's going to be no factor for you. Not required to do that. I'm not in their airspace at this time.
Perfect, that was my question. When you're able, proceed right slap, resume on navigation, and maintain 14,000.
I am not required to do that. That is not a must do. But again, it makes everybody's job a little bit easier, and it really does when we're flying around and we are up with approach control in a UH-60 and there's people not talking, it can make it a little bit sketchy. So, and you guys heard how that call went, so it's just like, hey, just checking in with you over the Rose Bowl, 4,000 feet, and he's like, all right, you want services? Yeah, no, thank you, just VFR out of the base, and he's like, all right, cool, got it. There was nothing crazy needed to happen. It's not intimidating to talk to approach control.
1727, contact Los Angeles Center, 125.8, good morning.
And then now he knows if by some factor, let's say somebody else is also not talking to him, but he sees that we're on a collision course or something like that, he can reach out to me knowing that I'm monitoring, like, hey, 1551 Romeo, you still on this frequency? But I guess I am. He's like, hey, you got traffic, you know, something like that. But it's just all things to consider. I might be leaned out too much because, there you go, I leaned just after the peak. My fuel flow in a climb was really low, it was like 4.9.
November 51 Romeo, thanks for monitoring. Next controller will be 20.4 if you want to monitor him. Good morning.
120.4, I'll go ahead and switch over, thanks so much. Alright, so now I'm on a different approach controller. And he thanks me for monitoring. A lot of the general aviation aircraft are not monitoring, so when they're trying to get calls out, they end up, if it's too serious of a situation, then they can get a little crazy. They could have to push out on guard and be like, hey, all aircraft in the vicinity of...
Go ahead.
739er Delta X-ray is a 172 slant Golf. I would like to get flight following to Oxnard. We're just off Whiteman. 739er Delta X-ray.
Frontier 1985, connect to Tower 18.7, good morning.
Alright, and You see me messing with the camera.
739 Delta X-ray, squawk 4636, head down.
4636, Delta X-ray.